Hello, my name is Jeff Hill. I'm the managing partner, owner of the Joshua Wilton House and the local Chop and Grill House in downtown Harrisonburg. I relocated to Harrisonburg back in 2008, coming back to take care of my mother and father. And shortly after returning, I had the great pleasure of meeting Chad and Jill McGlaughlin at an ALS fundraising function at their home. That was my first introduction to Lou Gehrig's disease in depth. And so each year after that, our restaurants are always helping, giving auction items and being support the cause. Well, in April of this year, 2020, I was diagnosed with ALS. So I've gotten to learn a little more about the disease, unfortunately, firsthand. When I was first diagnosed, I was in a state of disbelief, and also, I'm also a very private person, so I didn't tell many folks outside of my immediate family. But one of the friends I did reach out to was Jill, and who's done so much for ALS Foundation in the past. So it's with great pleasure that I get the chance to announce the recipient of the ALS Achievement Award, Ms. Jill McGlaughlin. Congratulations, Jill.
Hi, my name is Jill McGlaughlin, and I'm this year's honoree for the Dying to Defeat ALS to support the ALS Association DC, Maryland, Virginia chapter. And it truly is an honor to be recognized. We've had about a 15-year, relationship with the ALS Association, and we got to know the ALS Association when my father-in-law, John McGlaughlin, was diagnosed in about 2006. It was a hard diagnosis because we really didn't know anything about ALS at the time, and as we got to learn more about it, we really saw a need to raise awareness in our own community. And in the next year, we had a couple fundraisers, and we started hosting an Evening of Hope, which has been going on since then. So 2007 was the first year we hosted. And we have been holding that event annually up until this past year when we could not with COVID. It's been a true testament to the support of our community, and it has not been without a lot of hard work. And I have to say thank you to the people who have made that possible year after year. Starting with when we had our first event, we hosted it at Danny and Robin Newberry's home, and Bev Randolph was our event coordinator, and she donated her time to help us get this event started and get it off the ground. And John was able to attend that event, so it was a very special event that we got to have. And they hosted a few more years after that, and then Walter and Martha Kurt opened their home to have an event. And then soon after that is when we started having the tradition of hosting it in our own home. And it's really been a labor of love where Chad and I get the house ready, and Chad's out there getting the grounds ready, getting everything looking beautiful. And we never know what the weather's going to have to hold, but it has always turned out to be a beautiful event. My dad, I have to thank him, Greg Verson. He's been our annual photographer, and he always captures the moment and captures great portraits for everybody, which has always been fun. And Susie, Chad's mom, John's wife, she's always there on the committee helping us get auction items and having the event just come off and getting all the kids together, and Classic Tuxedo always donating the tuxedos. It was always fun to see the little kids as through the years growing up getting dressed up for the event. And Tana Parker and Katie Atkinson, who've been longtime members of our committee, making the event come together. It really has been a lot of fun over the years to get everything put together and see who's going to show up every year. And when it comes to doing the auction, Vern Michael and Mary Jane have been just so gracious with their time and their efforts and really making it a fun event. And Matt Ogden, I cannot forget Matt. Matt has always been our bartender, and he has always donated his tips and his time for this event. He was bartending at the Joshua Wilton House the same time that Bill Steiniger had ALS. John and Bill had ALS at the same time and passed away similar times in 2007. And Matt has always been a part of that. And the Joshua Wilton House, they were early partners with the event because of the relationship with Bill. And I have to thank Mike Fernadel and Good Printers for all the printing work that they've done throughout the years, the beautiful programs and invitations. So grateful for that. It's just been a community effort that has made an Evening of Hope a success, and our time with the ALS Association a success. And I was fortunate to serve on the board for, I guess, maybe about 8 years, and that was a real eye-opening experience, getting to meet so many wonderful people that were part of the ALS Association from all parts of Virginia, Maryland, and the DC area. And during this time that I was on the board was the Ice Bucket Challenge, and that was an exciting time because the money that was raised and what that has done for ALS, you just can't even describe how amazing that was, because the research that has come out of that and the advancements. So there is hope that one day we will have a life without ALS being a terminal disease. And so I guess in closing, I just want to say that I'm truly honored. It has been a labor of love working alongside the ALS Association, and I continue to support them and hope that you will continue to support them as well, and have a great evening.